Elon Musk and his team are shocked by yet another enigmatic find in orbit. SpaceX is running into a strange and unheard-of situation. Are you prepared to unravel the secrets surrounding this situation? Get ready for some fascinating speculating in this thrilling video. Can you imagine always flying and moaning while we don't hear about it? Nearly nothing, as cameras on SpaceX flights continue to show that there are a startling number of unidentified objects in Earth orbit. Elon Musk's name is currently being associated with extraterrestrials more than any other. But what exactly does the SpaceX and NASA CEO know? Musk and SpaceX are Elon Musk established SpaceX in 2002. Entrepreneur and visionary Elon Musk built his wealth as the head of Tesla. He put his money towards space exploration, his personal interest, and soon got even richer as a result. Musk's long-term vision to transform the space business and transform humanity into a multi-planetary species led to the establishment of SpaceX. Even NASA is appreciative of the advent of new private space enterprises because it is already difficult to conceive spaceflight without SpaceX and Musk. Musk's businesses are synonymous with cutting-edge technology and overall success. Experts know that Musk's Falcon rockets use less fuel than NASA's old rockets by more than 30%, and even Europe's Ariane rocket can't compete. It is easy to understand why Musk is significantly more fuel and production cost efficient than rivals in spaceflight. Materials that are cutting edge, and the fact that Musk has novices and pioneers working for him in the fields of rocket technology and spacecraft design. With Tesla, Musk has already been able to successfully integrate electric motor and battery storage into the car industry. The landing and rocket reuse technologies used by SpaceX are built into their spaceship and utilize the same cutting-edge electric propulsion systems. Elon Musk's financial resources, corporate achievements, and current vision and aspirations are all advancing spaceflight significantly. Musk has made it clear that his ultimate objective is to use SpaceX resources to found a colony on Mars. Two of the company's most well-known products are the Falcon 9N and Falcon Heavy rockets. These rocket boosters currently send most communications satellites or Dragon spacecraft carrying people or cargo into orbit. However, starships bound for Mars are going to be launched from the rocket's back ends. The ISS's supply is dependent on SpaceX's Dragon space shuttle flights because NASA's space shuttles have been retired. Each Dragon can carry about 3,307 kilos of payload. The ISS receives supplies for the crew as well as scientific measurement tools and other equipment. Currently, Falcon rockets are launched for these reasons from Cape Canaveral, Florida, or the neighboring Kennedy Space Center almost weekly. Additionally, Vandenberg Space Force Base in California occasionally conducts launches. By 2022, more than 40 Falcon rockets will launch into space, with roughly 30 more following by 2023. The ambitious Starlink program is currently the main driver of rocket launches. Every nook and cranny of the globe will have access to the fastest internet and cell phone service thanks to the most sophisticated communication system ever created. 1,000 mini-satellite networks will eventually surround the world like a spider's web. The miniature satellites will appear as ominous flybys in the night sky. Messages from the spaceship will surface wherever the Starlink satellites are active as they are deployed one at a time. However, there aren't any real aliens in this area. These incredible pictures were created by SpaceX alone. There are now plans for at least 12,000 of these mini-satellites. There would have been more than 40,000 of them had astronomers not raised the alarm. Satellites, however, can significantly impede astronomers' work in addition to being helpful. The Starlink program may in the future interfere with optical and acoustic telescopes due to light reflection and noise. Elon Musk has taken note of the complaints, considerably reduced the number, and improved the satellites. What transpired when a Starship exploded? Of course, everyone is now interested in learning when Musk's Martian program will start. Musk made headlines in his early years as a space pioneer for his declarations that by 2030, there would be a permanent human presence on Mars. The SpaceX Starship's construction is currently well under progress. Musk has yet to launch his ship into space though, not explained how SpaceX experienced a significant setback in April 2023. Over Texas, the Starship blew up in midair during a test flight. The team had to deploy a controlled explosion to obliterate the tumbling spacecraft after many engines failed at a height of 39 kilometers before it could cause significant harm by crashing. There was some good news despite this setback. Overall, SpaceX's spaceship complied with all required technical and security standards. Elon Musk's Martian fleet can continue to be tested and improved with a license good for the following 4 years. The brand new spacecraft should be able to transport up to 100 people and 100 tons of goods to Mars at once if everything goes according to plan. After the first Starship takes passengers and freight to Mars, SpaceX intends to develop an infrastructure there that will include the production of oxygen, food, and fuel. SpaceX's long-term goal is to compress the atmosphere of Mars, increase its temperature, and provide water sources in order to make it a habitable planet. The initial missions to Mars are most likely to be unmanned, and we already look forward to the novel adventures that will be waiting for us. Unusual objects keep showing up precisely around the SpaceX spacecraft, which generated headlines in the past. Ufologists claim that SpaceX flights are rife with paranormal and maybe extraterrestrial life evidence. A cigar that flew during a SpaceX flight. Undoubtedly, a cigar-shaped unidentified flying object was captured by several SpaceX cameras. This is especially noteworthy because Muamwa's space visitor was also cigar-shaped, and there have been numerous reports of inland sightings on Earth. The object is flying straight at Endeavour. The sixth manned voyage of SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft to the ISS took place in April 2022. A weird object passed by the Space Shuttle Endeavour just as it entered Earth orbit. The cameras on the shuttle captured a dark area. Kelly Humphreys, the NASA pre-secretary, said that the thing was an unidentified flying object. But that doesn't make it a UFO. Unknown flying objects, as used by NASA, can refer to several different things. Officially reported items are typically space debris. The object's flight path and speed, on the other hand, were peculiar. Fans of the live feed on Earth briefly held their breath since the collision between Endeavour and the mysterious object could have seriously hurt or even killed the spacecraft. The projectile was not apparent to SpaceX ground control until just before the flyby. The astronauts had to put on their gas mask suits since, absent a miracle, they could do nothing except wait. Thankfully, there was no serious risk because the cameras failed to reveal that the unidentified objects were up to 45 kilometers away from the spacecraft. The SpaceX flight was being obscured by space junk. This component was easily recognized since, contrary to initial speculation, it was plainly space debris rather than an alien spacecraft. Similar components are launched off rocket stages, and sometimes the spaceship itself loses one or the other in orbit. In reality, articles like this, which are both impossible and truthful, give space travelers problems. For astronauts, erratically moving space debris can pose a safety risk. This image, however, makes it very evident how significantly different typical space debris behaves. Over Hawaii Alien Vihari, the boarding school community was once more rocked when an amateur astronomer wrote online about this cone of light above Hawaii in April 2022. The video was uploaded at 12:52, and a short while after, the live feed from the Subaru telescope likewise revealed the object plummeting into the atmosphere. After several hours of anticipation, one of the specialists finally spoke. The fragment most likely originated from a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket that was launched that morning from the Vandenberg Armstrong Space Center in California. In a strict sense, the swirling object was probably the burning fuel upper stage of a rocket. Falcon rocket explosion with UFO. A spectacular incident happened at Cape Canaveral's launch pad on September 1, 2016. While still on the launch pad, the Falcon rocket caught fire, and the Fortune rocket lifted off. The AMA-6 communications satellite that had been mounted on the rocket was also missing. The anomaly that led to the explosion occurred both during routine testing and refueling. It was discovered that the gel tank in the rocket's upper stage had malfunctioned, resulting in a buildup of pressure that ultimately led to the explosion. After the accident, SpaceX launched a thorough study to ascertain the precise cause and enhance future safety protocols. The community intern on the opposite side once more had suspicions about a situation in which something went awry. In their meticulous quest for leads, amateur detectives came across this peculiar preoccupation that had been seen in the sky soon before the disaster. Could it be a drone from the damaged Falcon that is an enemy? Or was that once more a UFO? The fast-flying object has been suggested to be a frisbee, a spy satellite, an insect bird caught in the camera, and more. In the end, the sighting was unable to be verified, adding another case of an unidentified flying object near a SpaceX aircraft to the list of cases. When the first Starships go to Mars, we can already clearly picture what the cameras on board SpaceX will capture. When Elon Musk launches a spacecraft, while some people are still obsessed with UFO sightings and ET sightings, others are wondering if and when Elon Musk will truly go into space. You won't believe this, but the ambitious millionaire who wants to fly visitors to the moon hasn't even started to prepare for his own trip into space. Musk hasn't traveled to space, unlike his rivals Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and Bluridian, and British businessman Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic. You probably already know why Musk still enjoys the feel of the Earth beneath his feet, so please don't try to explain it to him just yet. Please share your thoughts on UFO sightings as well. Any of these objects struck you as being authentic spaceship, or is it conceivable?